Welcome to the Loud Lounge with Selecta Fray, and today I have none other than a classic, iconic DJ that I can say, from my personal perspective, one of my top 5, DJ Puffy. Welcome to Bermuda, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Welcome back to Bermuda, boy.
Yes.
Glad to be back here. Of course, I see y'all got new airport and thing on me now, man.
Yes, yes.
The last time I was here, the airport wasn't so nice.
Yeah, that was
but
prior
extra
to
nice.
COVID.
No, it was nice,
Yeah.
but it's extra nice now.
Yeah, so
Yeah, man.
Puffy, we're not gonna get into much long talking. Let's talk about Puffy as the DJ.
Yes.
We'll get into your accolades a little later about winning the Red Bull Champions. But I want to talk to you as DJ Puffy, iconic radio DJ for Slam 101 in Barbados.
Well, I mean, first of all, when I decided to start taking DJing seriously, I didn't necessarily intend to ever, or it wasn't necessarily my goal to go on radio. The girl I was working with in the early stages of my career, she was like, "Oh, we can try to get you on the radio. Like, that's the next stage, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh yeah, if it happens, yeah, cool. If it doesn't, I'm good." You know. But yeah, it's just everything happens exactly how it's supposed to. You know what I mean? So, long story short, I was DJing in a club in Barbados. I was still young, still in school, and King Bubba and Simply Smooth, they were in the same club, in the back of the club, Lyman. So Smooth hit Bubba and was like, "Yo, who's this young man here DJing?" And he was like, "Oh, I don't know, some kid they put on to start the thing." He was like, "Nah, man, he sound good. You should get him on the station." So he spoke to Scratch Master the next day, and then Scratch called me as a kid in high school and was like, "Yo, could you submit a demo?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess." So put together a demo in record time, submitted it, and that was the beginning of my radio journey. I spent 6 years on Slam after that in Barbados.
Okay. Now, speaking on that, one thing that I can say I see with you as a DJ is how you bring the turntablism into your sets.
Word.
You find a lot of guys in the Caribbean, and let's not say all, but we're not really turntablists. And you bring an aspect into the dancehall Caribbean field that now, as we would say, upcoming DJs are looking forward to getting involved with. Before, the scratching and the different fades really wasn't, as you knew, wasn't accepted in the Caribbean culture. But now you formed a base that I can say where you brought the two worlds together and made people appreciate it.
Yeah.
I look at you, I think of Scratch Bastard, but then I also have to look at Bermudian DJs that were big turntablists for me. We could say DJ Chaos.
Okay.
As well as DJ Kid Fresh.
Okay.
And we can also say another one that we can say took kind of the torch from your Bayesian background would be Rusty G. Hurt.
Right.
That have taken it. So how do you feel with the state of music in today's current climate, pre-COVID? Where would you like these parties to go and the atmosphere to go as DJ Puffy?
Well, first of all, let me pay homage to many other turntablists, you know, even before those times. There was Simply Smooth, there was Scratch Master, there was DJ Outcast from St. Martin, Mixmaster Paulie as well. All these people that used to do, there was a competition called Heineken Green Synergy.
Right.
All of these guys used to take turntablism and perform on a level that, you know, I was like, well, geez, these people come from the Caribbean? You know what I mean? All these people, Renegade as well, Cayman.
Yes.
So many different people. I can't even continue to name them now, but we gotta pay homage and we can't forget them because they are the people that kind of paved the way for people like me. You know, their YouTube videos and showing Green Synergy on Tempo, things like that. But in terms of the state of music, music is an ever evolving thing. You know, first of all, I love change. I love being a part of new waves. So everybody would say, okay, well, right now there's more of an Afrobeat influence, and then from the Afro world, there's now a new song coming from South Africa. I'm a piano that people are getting into. I want to be the first person to patronize and to play that stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm all for the evolution of everything, not just music, but technology within our craft as well, you know, social media as well. So I embrace it fully. I would love people to continue to enjoy themselves in parties. It is a little bit difficult now that technology is involved. Everybody kind of partying on their phone and standing around a little bit. You would not see that at 1995 reggae sunsplash. Everybody hands in the air, but rah, the forward would be different. Now when Elephant Man come out, everybody phone kind of out. Yes. He gets the fishbowl effect. So it's kind of annoying in a sense. But as an entertainer, once you encourage people to kind of get away from that after a while, you could take the memories, but let's get back to the party. Okay, you know what I mean? I had to do that at a show in Belize, man. I started playing and everybody was like this. It was just a million lights. And I started to juggle and perform. And then after a while, I was like, I stopped the music and I said, yo, aren't we here to party? Yeah. All right, put the phones down. Like we start to that. Yo, somebody grab a gal, so, you know.
Now, speaking on that, you're a touring DJ.
Yeah.
So you tour in many aspects of the world. Does your sets change and the way Puffy presents himself in different areas?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Bruce Lee said you're going to be like water.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to be able to fit into any container that you're poured into.
Because I've seen a couple of sets you done in Toronto.
Yeah.
And I saw this party where you were actually doing a 1-for-1 in the middle of the party. Where you were scratching and going at it.
That was an iconic one, man.
Being on this, let's say this stage, with the world seeing Puffy, where would you like to go that's on Puffy's bucket list that you haven't been yet, that you would like to go and say, you know what, I want to knock this off my list?
Well, first of all, I think I am going in that direction right now as a result of the energy myself and my team we've been putting into YouTube and different social media platforms. This year, 2022, now that I'm back on the road, I'm playing more festivals. I'm playing bigger shows. I just came from the Maldives. We did a electronic music type of festival over there. Incredible. So I would say I'm definitely on that trajectory to continue to play festivals, to continue to be on those big stages, 200,000 people crowds. I've never been to Australia as yet. I would love to go and do a couple of shows over there. Beast Mode, this is your fault. I'm calling you out. But yeah, Australia is on the bucket list. Where else is on the bucket list? I met a guy 2 days ago at a music conference from Alaska. I think I would love to go and check out that scene because they only get like 3 or 4 hours of like nighttime. Everything else is days. So I would love to experience something like that.
Okay. Now, speaking on that, what is DJ Puffy outside of music? Who are you outside of music?
Andre outside of music is a fun-loving, sort of kind of nerdy. I love video games. I like food. I am
Speaking of food,
tennis enthusiast.
Can you cook?
I cannot cook. I will eat it and tell you if it tastes good.
Okay.
I can't cook to save my life. Okay. If you give me a recipe, I could follow it.
No.
But in terms of putting things together, I see my mother put things that so I ain't like that.
So you can just do the recipe, but Puffy can't cook with love. That's what you're trying to say?
I mean, the recipe will I will do it from my heart. I will follow the instructions from my heart. Okay. I will follow the instructions from my heart.
And you also said tennis.
I love tennis. I used to play tennis. I played international junior tennis when I was in my teens.
So who's one of your favorite
Rafael Nadal, hands down. I was following from 2003. Female, obviously Serena Williams is the GOAT. There's Coco Gauff. There's Sloane Stephens.
Okay.
You know.
Now Bermuda, while we got this here, I'm challenging to Puffy.
Do not challenge me to a tennis game. You will lose.
Game.
You will lose.
Huh?
You will lose.
You might be surprised.
You will lose.
You might be surprised.
You will lose.
You might be surprised. Heard that? He's calling me out.
You will lose. You will lose.
Speaking on your other aspects, is there a production side of Puffy that we do not know about yet?
Well, I mean, you if you don't know about it, it's definitely there. It exists. If you go on Spotify, I have a couple records out. Some that I produce by myself, some that I work with other artists with. Of course, me, Dangerous, from Barbados, and King Bubba. We have a song together, which is more soca. It's called "Write It." I teamed up with Vaughn from Grenada. That look like trouble in the morning. Yeah. We got a record together, pretty big, called Brick by Brick, a dancehall record. We also have a few more songs that we kind of have on ice right now. Vaughn, we need to bring those out.
Okay.
And then I have my individual projects, which is more like abstract stuff, electronic type sounding stuff.
Okay, now speaking on that, in Puffy's production there, let's put it in the atmosphere. Who are some of the artists you would like to work with?
Oh, John. Obviously Rihanna's on the top of the list. That's like, that would be like the creme de la creme of Bajan musical cuisine.
Yes.
So yeah, Rihanna's definitely there. I would love to work with Elephant Man. He just left this room.
Yeah.
So I could try to put in a word, tell Ellie jump on something. I'm leaning way more to the festival side of things now. So I would love Elephant Man on a Puffy anthem. And let's bring that together. Okay. So yeah, man, let's make that happen.
How does Puffy manage his career and life?
Right now, I'm kind of just winging it. Just kidding. My manager and I, we formed a company together, our management company together. It's a very small team, but we make it work. We do have a serious structure in line. And I think even as a young artist, once you implement some kind of structure, it's easy to then streamline things as they grow. People say new level, new devil. So as you get bigger as a brand, there are some things that you might have to outsource, whether that's social media or PR or something in terms of law and contracts, somebody to deal with that kind of stuff.
Now, speaking on that, let's put this out there. Where do you see DJ Puffy as a DJ within the next 5 years, and also DJ Puffy as the brand in the next 5 years?
Puffy in the next 5 years, still killing it on a major level. We definitely, I mean, once Nova call me, I can come. You understand? Because Bermuda, a different kind of family here. I love Bermuda, but I definitely want to be playing more and more festival shows. I want to branch out in terms of the genres that I'm playing as well. I also feel like I want to kind of compartmentalize that. So I actually have a meeting with management about said journey, in terms of compartmentalizing what Puffy does and then what that alter ego does in the other spectrum, because I don't want my audience to kind of get confused.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's kind of a gray area. That's something that I've never said before.
What I can tell you from a fan's perspective, the one thing that I like seeing in a Puffy set is how versatile you are.
Right.
How you can go from different genres. And a lot of the times where you slip in a sample, it makes my ears like, I would have never thought that.
Word.
Like where you keep your creative touch.
I definitely think that a major part of the Puffy brand is that element of surprise and creating those moments within the party. Yes. You know, so that's something that will never go away, because I think that's part of me as an entertainer. You know, big up my mother for probably giving that to me. I don't know. She's also a musician. But yeah, the brand in 5 years. Again, I have meetings about this this evening. We're definitely moving forward with my nonprofit. I do want to make a huge impact in my community for young people, as well as a young person who kind of struggled in the early stages with being supported or finding support, or somebody to kind of show me the way or give me a boost or put me in those rooms or those environments that would help me grow as a young entrepreneur or young passionate person. So yeah, we're looking to develop the nonprofit. It's called the Height Foundation, HYPD. That's the name of my party in Barbados, and it stands for Helping Young People Dream. So that's where I want to put a lot of my energy. We got our first young athlete that we looking to work with, a young swimmer. He's 8 years old, already breaking records, and we're looking to send him to a couple swim meets soon. So
now, hearing your accent and knowing this accent, you're Bayesian.
of course,
You surprised me
really,
when you said tennis was your first sport. I was
Man.
expecting you to be
cricket.
Yeah.
I know cricket is big in Bermuda still, right?
Yes.
I used to play cricket too. I used to play all kind of sports. I did everything at school. Cricket, field hockey. I used to run.
Not too many guys play field hockey.
Yeah, field hockey is a good sport, man. I enjoy it. Yeah, tennis.
You never played netball or anything like that?
Nah, I never played netball.
Just checking. 'Cause
Netball's adult sport.
We have some netball stars in our presence. So
Word, you serious?
I might have to kick her in to
You
do that.
serious? Nah, I can't challenge. I can't challenge.
Well,
I always used to go. A funny story. If the girls were playing that ball in the court,
I understand. That's why I went to Bernard Park. Okay, we understand, and we'll leave it at that.
I will
we'll
run
leave
on
it
the
at
court
that.
and take away the ball and make a
Yeah.
lap around the
But
court and then get them out. You know,
On behalf of the Loud Lounge, this has been an enlightening interview.
It's a pleasure, man.
And I
It's a
wish
pleasure.
you prosperity
Thank you.
and the highest of levels
Thank
in
you.
your future parties.
Thank you.
And do remember, Bermuda, this is DJ Puffy alongside Selecta Fray of the Loud Lounge. Blessings.
Love and blessings, man.
Yes, good.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Step, drop, up,